Ladies and gentlemen, this is your WWE NXT review on Thursday, April 1st, 2021. This is the NXT review, the go-home show before Takeover, Stand and Deliver next week, a two-night event. Tonight was basically a filler show, but, I gotta tell you, man, this Takeover, Stand and Deliver, I am not interested at all with anything going into this show. I can't get into it. I don't know what's going on, but it's just an April Fool's joke, guys. I'm really looking forward to the Takeover, Stand and Deliver show that we have next week. But we're going to talk about NXT here today. Nothing really much happened on the show besides really all the stuff with Raquel Gonzalez and Io Shirai and the main event. That was really the only thing that really meant on this show. So we'll get by this show today for this go home show before next week's Takeover, Stand and Deliver. I appreciate you guys joining us today here on the channel, and I am here right now with, as you could see, Mr. Cameron Johnson, and this is the last time. This is the last time we have to do this on Thursdays because NXT is officially moving to Tuesday nights starting April 13th. And man, oh man, Cam, I couldn't be any happier, dude.
I couldn't be any happier either. This is the right move for everybody involved. When this is the right move for everybody involved, the fans win because they don't have to pick a side anymore between NXT and AEW Dynamite. They can watch both, and the wrestling, they can watch both, and both promotions win because NXT won't be focused on kind of programming AEW anymore, and they can focus on their own storylines and build. And plus, it's also great for Impact because Impact moves to Thursday nights, so Impact won't really have to compete with anything. So this is great. But you know what this means or not? We get the NXT versus AEW Dark War not on Tuesday night.
Oh no, that's gonna be. Boy, people are going to be clamoring about that one, I guess. But what'd you think about this week's NXT Go Home show?
I thought this was a very average go home show, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I came home yesterday from work, cut NXT on, went to sleep, woke up in the middle of the Candice LeRae Indy Hartwell tag team match. I had to rewatch this show on DVR, and after watching the show on DVR, it was just a very average show. Not a bad show, but not really all that good either. It just felt like it was there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we'll review it here today. If you guys have not already, be sure to go check out Monday's Raw review, which is one of the worst Raws of this year so far. And then last night's AEW review, which is doing absolutely fantastic. We were actually almost at 200 views for that review last night. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to go check out last night's AEW review here on the channel. We're going to start this NXT review today, which started off with Cameron Grimes versus Roderick Strong. Grimes cut a promo. He said, "I know last week, Roddy, you were a little bit feisty, but we could fix this all together." And he puts up on the Titantron Grimes the system, and his theme song was playing, and then Roddy attacked him, and these guys had a very good match to open up the show. I really liked it. Grimes got the victory with the cave-in after Strong was distracted by an Undisputed Era wristband, which Grimes threw at him. And Cameron Grimes got the 1-2-3 over Roderick Strong. Then later on in the night, Roderick Strong just walked out and he said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm done with all of this." So I thought these guys had a very good match. And I think Roddy's going to have a big part to play in the Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly match at Takeover, Stand and Deliver. But I want to get your thoughts on this opening match and the whole Roderick Strong walking out of NXT.
match. This is no surprise. Roderick Strong and Cameron Grimes are two very good professional wrestlers. I would hate, if I had a list of wrestlers that I would hate to go in that ring with, Roderick Strong would be on the top of that list. I'm pretty sure I'm sure Roger Strong is very safe in there, but everything Roger Strong does just looks like it hurts to the absolute max. It looks like he goes in there and beats the absolute shit out of you. It doesn't matter who you are. So, Roger, yes, I thought the match was good. I thought the match was good. The Undisputed Wristband being there. To be honest with you, this reminded me of, I don't know if you remember this or not, but this was during the Johnny Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas match. I don't remember if this was towards the build of their Takeover match or not, but it may have been Takeover Brooklyn now that I think of it. But Andrade got the win after Zelina Vega threw in after Zelina Vega threw in the DIY T-shirt, which distracted Johnny Gargano. That's what this reminded me of here. I do think Roderick Strong is going to play a big role in the Adam Cole Kyle O'Reilly match. I agree with you there, but I'm wondering what's going to happen. I'm wondering if Roderick Strong is going to align with Kyle O'Reilly, if he's going to align with Adam Cole, if he's going to beat the crap out of both men. If we're going to see Bobby Fish return, or Roderick Strong to Bobby Fish on a new tag team in NXT. I don't know what's going to happen with the Roddy situation, but I thought this was a very good match.
Yeah, I thought this was a very good match, too. And it kind of does remind me of the whole Zelina Vega situation with Andrade throwing in the DIY T-shirt. So I like that little callback that you had there. But I expect Roderick Strong to have a big role in this unsanctioned match next week at Takeover Stand and Deliver with Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. We then had an open challenge from Santos Escobar for a non-title match for the Cruiserweight Championship. It was answered by Tyler Breeze. They had about an 8-minute match. Not bad at all. Escobar gets the win with the Phantom Driver. After the match, they just do a little angle for the tag team titles with MSK brawling with Legado del Fantasma. Then the Grizzled Young Veterans cut a backstage promo on the Titantron at the Capitol Wrestling Center, saying it's their time to win the NXT Tag Team Championships. They are one of the top best things in NXT, and they have shown that they deserve to be at the top, and they are soon to be tag team champions, they say. So this was a nice, I guess, last sell for the tag team title match at Stand and Deliver. But yeah, nothing really much to talk about here. What'd you think of the Escobar, Tyler Breeze, little quick match, and then the post-match segment with the tag team titles?
I thought for the 8 minutes that lasted, Breeze and Escobar was very good. I have no idea what NXT is doing with Tyler Breeze or really Breezango. I don't know if Fandango is injured or not, but I don't know what they're doing with Tyler Breeze. I don't know what they're doing with Tyler Breeze. It just feels like Tyler Breeze is there, which is sad. His first NXT run, Tyler Breeze felt like the man down there. I felt like Tyler Breeze was the man down there. He'd go in there and do no wrong. So I don't know what they're doing with Tyler Breeze. I don't know why they had to use Tyler Breeze in this match against Santos Escobar, but I thought it was good. And a good little way to kind of last minute promote the NXT Tag Team title match. I thought this was fine. I just didn't like Tyler Breeze being used in this role.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like he's just down there now to put other people over, which I'm not. I think Tyler Breeze should be doing more than that, but I mean, we'll see if maybe they could get Breezango back in the title hunt for the tag team titles after Takeover. But next we had the Ways, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae in tag team action. They went up against Priscilla Kelly, and I don't remember who their partner was, but this was a statement match. By the way, Candice LeRae gets the win for herself and Indy Hartwell. They then call out Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon for a match at Takeover Stand and Deliver for the tag team titles. Shotzi and Ember accept, and boom, night 2, we are getting the NXT Women's Tag Team titles between The Way and Ember and Shotzi. So that's that. We've seen this match, we said this last week, and I'll say it again. We've seen this match so many times. I really don't care about this match at all. If there's one match on both nights of Takeover that I don't really care about, this is probably the match. It should be fine for what it is, but at the end of the day, I really don't care about it. So, your quick thoughts on the tag team title match being set up for night 2 of Takeover?
Candace and Indy get shots in number. I understand why they're doing it because they have no other really real tag teams in the division that are established yet. But I just think this is lazy. To be perfectly honest with you. In terms of the match, I thought it was a fine squash. I thought it was a fine squash. I don't like Priscilla Kelly being used in this role. If you want to use I don't like. I did not like Priscilla Kelly being used in this role. If you want to use, the other chick that they had, they're fine. But Priscilla Kelly, I don't like being used in a squash. If anything, Priscilla Kelly should either have the tag team partner. I think the tag team partner was Elena Black. Those two women should be being built up as a legitimate tag team. Getting some wins and getting some squash opponents. Can have a tag team, have another tag team in the division later on in the future. Later on in the future for Shotzi and Ember, Candace and Indy, whoever the champions are at that time. So, was not a fan of Priscilla Kelly being used in this squash at all. But was not a fan of Priscilla Kelly being used in this squash match at all. But other than that, I thought it was fine. I just think all the women they had down there, they could have put another woman in this match instead of having to be Priscilla Kelly. Priscilla Kelly and the tag team partner Virtues should be being built up.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with what you said there. We then had Raquel Gonzalez against Zoe Stark. Now, before I talk about this match, I feel like it's been like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. We've seen Zoe Stark in a lot of matches on NXT, and it's clear that NXT, Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Road Dogg, who, by the way, has successful surgery on a heart. He had a heart attack. He is home now. He is recovering. So I'm very happy that Road Dogg, he is okay. So I'm very happy about that. I just want to get that out there. But it feels like the whole NXT creative team, they are huge on Zoe Stark. But do you feel like it's a bit of an overkill that we're seeing Zoe Stark in all of these matches? Or is it that, they just want to use her in against one of the top females every week in NXT?
I do think it's a bit of overkill that they're putting Zoe Starks. In this situation. That they're putting Zoe Starks in this situation. I don't know. I think it's obvious. Like you said earlier, it's obvious that NXT Creative have big plans for Zoe Starks, which I think they should. Which I'm glad they do because I think this woman has a lot of potential to be a big star in the NXT Women's division. I just think it's a bit overkill that they're having to use, that they're using her in this feud with Raquel and Io. You're using her in this feud with Raquel and Io. But in terms of the actual match, I thought this was a pretty good match here. I thought it was a pretty good match. Raquel winning was the right choice. Raquel winning was the right choice because she has a takeover match. Zoe Starks doesn't. But I thought this was fine. But I do think the Zoe Starks being in there is overkill.
Yeah, absolutely. So then after the match, Shirai comes out, and these two were brawling with each other all night. Shirai comes out, she's brawling with Gonzalez, and Gonzalez throws her across the I guess plexiglass with the cage attached to it. So they brawled for a little bit. They do more brawling backstage and then the end of the show. But backstage, Raquel is doing an interview. Io Shirai comes sprinting up to her. She puts her in a sleeper hold. Raquel gets her down, slams her in their lockers, and then, this was very cool, she launched Io Shirai through a wall, literally through a wall, and I thought that was very cool right there. So, very quickly, your thoughts on the backstage brawl with Raquel and Io Shirai.
I thought the brawl was. I thought this was very good brawl. But in terms of who had the better backstage brawl on Wednesday night, I think that obviously goes to the Inner Circle against the Pinnacle because that brawl was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this brawl was. But I thought this brawl between Raquel and Io, I thought it was fine. Raquel throwing Io through a wall was cool as hell. It reminded me. Now, when that happened, I got visuals of Kevin Nash doing that to Rey Mysterio on WCW. You just threw him at the trailer like a dart. I thought that's what, that's the reaction I had here when Raquel threw Io through the wall. I was like, oh my gosh, he just threw her like a dart through the wall. So I thought I love the fact that they're building up Raquel's power and her strength in this match here. I think this match is going to surprise a lot of people. I do. I think this could be a sleeper on the entire show.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see them putting on a fantastic match. After that, we had Xia Li, who was supposed to team up with Boa, I think, but he stayed back, and it was a 2-on-1 handicap match against Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter was distracted by, I have no idea what they're calling the guy's name who sits on that throne, but she walks up to him, and he chokes Kaden Carter, and he blows some sort of smoke. He blows smoke at her, and she passes out from it. Then it's Casey and Xia Li. Xia Li gives her a spinning wheel kick and picks up the victory. I don't really know what to say about this. It was good. Could this Kaden Carter getting choked out and passing out, could this change her into a different character and maybe possibly turn on Casey Catanzaro? Because that's what I kind of got out of this, but that's the only thing I got out of it. So, what are your thoughts on this whole situation with Xia Li, Casey Catanzaro, and Kaden Carter?
Well, Xia Li, I just want to say this. I think Xia Li is going to have a big 2021. I do. I think this woman will either be challenging for the NXT Women's title or she'll be NXT Women's Champion by the end of 2021. I think Xia Li is going to be huge. In terms of this whole storyline with Xia Li and Xia Li and the 1,000-year-old Demon Warrior. This looks like some stuff you would see right off of Lucha Underground. This looks like some stuff you would see right off of Lucha Underground. And when they first started, I thought it was great. When it first started, I thought it was great. But now I think it's kind of repetitive. Now I think it's kind of repetitive. In terms of what happens with Casey and Kaden here, yeah, I agree with you. I think Kaden could turn on Casey Catanzaro. I think Kaden probably will turn on Casey Catanzaro, and that's a big feud. That's either a big feud or it's kind of a mini feud in NXT, and it sets both women up in the women's division going forward in 2021.
Absolutely, I could actually see that happening. Maybe in a couple weeks, maybe on that first Tuesday show. We'll have to see, but this was my favorite part of the entire show. We had a backstage promo with Tommaso Ciampa. This was awesome. Ciampa cut a hell of a promo. He said, "You know that necklace you ripped off of me last week, Walter? That actually meant something to me. It was given to me by my wife and my baby girl after I had neck surgery, and it always told me to keep pushing. And, you made me realize something when you ripped that chain off, that the old Tommaso Ciampa is still here, but you just don't know about it. Yes, I have changed. I've changed a lot since neck surgery, but I'm going to show you, Walter, at Takeover, that the Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa and the evil Tommaso Ciampa never left, and he's going to take the NXT United Kingdom Championship. So I absolutely love this. I'm going to say it now, and I'll probably say it again on the preview and predictions we do for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. This is the match I am looking forward to all of WrestleMania week. I'm being really serious when I say that. This is the match I'm looking forward to all week next week. I think this is going to be this. How could this not be a 5-star match? Seriously, I'm so excited for this match, and there's a lot of possibilities in it, I think. So, what are your thoughts on this promo from Tommaso Ciampa?
I thought it was an excellent deck. Get the cell phone going off. I don't know if you heard that, but I thought this was an excellent segment. Tommaso Ciampa. This promo here was awesome. This felt like a promo you would see back. This felt like a promo you would see back in the day. This felt like a promo you would see back in the Attitude Era back in the 90s. Just felt completely unscripted, and this was absolutely great. This is proof, that those backstage promos are just one little promo can get you even more amped up for a match that you were even looking, can get you more amped up for a match that you were looking forward to already. This Ciampa Walsh match is going to be off the chart. It's going to be great. Oh my God! And we got evil Tommaso Ciampa, and they're good. I hope Tommaso Ciampa lets that evil Ciampa out. I miss heel Ciampa. Babyface Ciampa's been fine. He's been real cool, but evil Tommaso Ciampa that doesn't care about anything great about it. We need that back in NXT. Oh my God! I hope we get that.
Man, I'm so excited about that match. I really am, man. That they're gonna kill it, I think. And then we had the main event, which was a battle royal with Jake Atlas being the first one eliminated by Tyler Rust. Then Tyler Rust got eliminated by Big Bronson Reed. Then after that, I believe it was, if I remember correctly, it was Kushida and Pete Dunne who took each other out of the match, with Kushida having the hoverboard lock in on Pete Dunne. That actually set up a match between those two on night 1 of NXT TakeOver, which that in its own right should be an excellent, and I mean excellent match right there. So then we had our final 6, which is going to be the gauntlet match at TakeOver. We had Leon Ruff, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Cameron Grimes, Bronson Reed, Dexter Lumis, and LA Knight. After that, Ruff got eliminated by Swerve Scott. Cameron Grimes eliminated Isaiah Swerve Scott. So Leon Ruff and Isaiah Swerve Scott are going to start the gauntlet. Finally, we get down to Dexter Lumis and LA Knight. Lumis throws LA Knight through the middle rope, so he's not eliminated. Lumis standing on the apron. LA Knight ankle picks him and throws him down to the mat. And LA Knight wins the Battle Royal, so he is entering last in the Gauntlet Eliminator at TakeOver. This was a decent main event overall. Nothing too really special here. LA Knight is entering last, but your Gauntlet Eliminator match at TakeOver is Leon Ruff, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and LA Knight. So that's the Gauntlet Eliminator match at TakeOver. Your overall thoughts on the main event and now the 6 men in the Gauntlet Eliminator at TakeOver?
I thought the main event was fine, but but also don't forget, also in this battle royal, Kushida and Pete Dunne. I think they eliminated each other. But I think they eliminated each other. Something happened with Kushida and Pete Dunne, and Kushida and Pete Dunne, I think they announced it last night on NXT. I don't remember.
Yes, they did.
Announced it last night on NXT. I don't remember. But that match is now happening at Takeover. I think it's happening night 1.
Yes, it is.
NXT Takeover.
Yep, it is happening on night 1. That should be a excellent match, I think. What do you think about LA Knight winning the Battle Royal?
LA Knight winning the Battle Royal was fine. I thought it was fine. LA Knight winning the Battle Royal, I thought it was fine. To be honest with you, this whole Battle Royal feels like it's not. Some Battle Royal felt like it wasn't needed. And I felt like it wasn't needed to get a number 1 contender. It feels like this Gauntlet Eliminator match isn't even needed. To be perfectly honest with you, I understand why they did it. I understand why they did it because they wanted to stretch it out, get some more TV out of it. But this whole Battle Royal, this whole Gauntlet Eliminator on Takeover feels completely worthless. The match at Takeover, which I think it's going to be, we'll get into that when we do the predictions, but they should have just went ahead and announced Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano on this show. Or, quite frankly, to be perfectly honest with you, they should have done something. I know they did this on an episode of Raw. I think it was in '94. This was with Shawn. This is on episode of Raw '94. This is when Shawn got suspended and got stripped of the IC title. I think they did a Battle Royal on Raw and the final 2 competitors in that match then faced off in a singles match. They then faced off in a singles match the next week on Raw. I think they should have done something like this here. To be perfectly honest with you, I thought this Battle Royal was not needed. But in terms of the 6 guys in the match, I thought it was fine. In terms of the 6 guys in the match, I think it's fine. I think the 6 guys in the Gauntlet Eliminator match is fine. I think they're fine. LA Knight being the number 6 entrant, he's the heel. He's coming off as the arrogant heel. So him having the number 6 entrant, I think that makes sense. But overall, I just didn't think this Battle Royal was needed.
Yeah, I agree with you. So that was the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And that is your NXT review here today on the channel. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the review. Hit that like button if you like what myself and Cameron Johnson said on the review here today. Make sure you subscribe to the Big Fight Fuel channel. We're gonna have SmackDown and of course the Big Fight Fuel podcast that end off this week. But next week is going to be a huge week for the channel. And while you're here, Cameron, we're going to start off with a bang on Monday. Because on Monday, you guys are going to get NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver predictions with myself and my co-host for NXT right here, Cameron Johnson. Very excited for that one. That is going to be a great video. We're going to have so much great content for you guys next week on the channel. It is a huge week for WWE and in the world of pro wrestling. Comment down below your thoughts about this week's episode of NXT. Leave them down below. Follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph. Mr. Johnson, where can they follow you on Twitter, man?
Follow me on Twitter at Cam71101.
Yes, sir. And be sure to go subscribe to his podcast. I will be on his podcast actually next week, talking about some old WrestleManias and all that stuff. WrestleMania 17, 25. It should be a fun time on his podcast. I can't wait for that. But I will see you guys tomorrow for the SmackDown review right here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. So have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy.